This is TWiT.
This is very exciting. Wyze just turned 4 years old, and we've talked before on the show about Wyze, and I mentioned, I think it was just last week with Dan Morin here, about the different Wyze products that I have in my home, as he's thinking about adding some to his home as well. And Wyze, in celebration of its 4th anniversary, has announced some new products: a smart wall switch, an outdoor light, which we'll talk about mostly because it's really interesting, revamped smart bulbs, and a solar power device that you can use with one of your cameras. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the outdoor lighting thing, because this is so smart. Think about what it takes to have an outdoor camera, an outdoor security camera. Typically what you're going to have to do is find some way to power an outdoor security camera, that's unless you get one that is rechargeable. And so you have to run a cord to the back of the camera, plug it in, or you have to literally run wiring, maybe rewire the outside of your home in some way, or find some other method. So Wyze thought, you know what? A lot of people, whether they're renters or they own their homes, will have porch lights on, their front porch, their back porch, their garage, and other places around the home. Some people have motion detecting lights on the sides of their homes, et cetera, et cetera. So why don't we make a device that you can put a bulb into that just lets you sip some power from the socket for a video camera? So essentially what you do is, it's a standard bulb socket. You screw it into your porch lamp or porch light, or wherever you have lights on the outside. Then you screw a light bulb into it, and then you can plug. It's got a USB port. You plug it in to the side of the socket and run it to the security camera. Mount it wherever you want it, and you've got power to the security camera, power to the lighting. And on top of that, now you can even add settings for your lights. You can make your lights turn off at a certain time, turn on at a certain time.
So it's makes the bulb smart as well.
Yes, it makes the bulb smart as well. And I forgot to mention that it's also, you can use the motion detection on the camera to make those lights turn on. So that those lights will actually turn on and turn off right then. I love this idea. I think the only downside to this is that you will have to tell people, hey, don't turn off that switch inside the house because it needs to remain powered. So if you can put up with that, I think this is such a brilliant idea. Wyze also makes a smart wall switch. These are growing in popularity, as we've talked about. In fact, you get one of these and suddenly that light switch that's outside that you were worried about turning on and turning off, you pair the two together and it works quite well. So you can use this to power, a fan, to power all sorts of things. And they talk about how the Wyze switch will let you set up 4 custom actions. So a single press will turn on the lights, a double press locks the doors, a triple press turns on the robotic vacuum, and press and hold will spray unwanted guests with the Wyze sprinkler controller, was their example. So there are all of these options that you can add if you've got a Wyze setup in your home that will help you get everything exactly how you want it. It also has the kind of standards that you're used to, the vacation mode, which will turn on and off the lights while you're away from home, timers and schedules, and the ability to, I already mentioned that, set timers and schedules. This currently works with ALEXA and the Google Assistant. So if you're a HomeKit home, then unfortunately it won't work for you. But you can get a 3-pack of these for $33. That is unheard of. Or just about unheard of in this market. This is really incredible. And then the last thing are the new smart bulbs from Wyze, which just have a better CRI rating, which is sort of the accuracy of the bulb. And they can be set to match the sort of color of the sun over the course of the day. It's similar to what Apple offers with your lighting, where the light gets oranger over the course of the day and sort of warmer over the course of the day. It starts out very cool and bright, and then as the day goes on, it will get more warm and darker. So very cool stuff that Wyze has added to its like it just keeps adding these great products that are similar to what you get elsewhere, but at a much more cost-effective area. Oh yeah.
I was just looking at their website because they just have. It's like, they have like so many random little things, but I mean not random, but the lamp thing is like, I have a Wyze cam that I bought for that purpose, and I haven't set it up in the backyard because I don't have anywhere to power it. So like, I might just buy this because it seems perfect. I think the thing that I still don't comprehend about Wyze cams, and maybe this is just true of all security cameras, but can't you just walk up to it and unplug it? Like, in terms of actual security, if somebody wanted the video feed, you could just unplug it from the lamp socket. So like that part still just gets me, that it's like, it's a home monitoring system, but like, I don't know. I just think of spy movies where it's like, clip the camera wires, and it's just like, oh, you can just unplug these ones. Like,
I see what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know. I
don't know why I'm hung up on that, but yeah, someone could break the window of your living room and walk into it like, as well. Like it's all fake. Like our security in our own homes is pretty much all fake. It's predicated on people being afraid to break the rules of society. Because yes, many a house, if I wanted to, I'd just throw a rock through the window and then get inside. But the same thing applies. Like you could go up and unplug this or unplug if you wanted to, you could take a bat to a Ring video doorbell and make that go away too.
But those are usually wired into the home. I guess you could cut that wire, but just like the fact that you can just literally unplug it does feel just like that one level. I mean, obviously this is a very cheap product as part of it. It is more monitoring and not like a proper security thing in that way. But I do just think for like $10 to turn any outlet into both like a power source and a smart light that's pretty awesome for like any sort of lamp setup. It's like, I think most people probably don't actually want a home security system. They just want one camera outside. And so like this could be under $50 to get that entirely. And then it's like fine that it doesn't work with HomeKit for me, because it is like, I don't know, it's worth what you paid for it. So like,
yes, that's what I was.
If I can get it over Homebridge, that'd be great. But ultimately, I just want to occasionally check the camera, and that's more important than the perfect HomeKit setup. So like,
I agree. This is what I told Dan Morin last week, because he said that was his holdout with Wyze. And for me, the Wyze stuff works so well that it is okay. I am okay, because normally that is my rule. If it doesn't work with HomeKit, I don't have it. But the Wyze stuff is so simple to use and easy to justify the expenditure. And also, I mentioned that it's what I recommend to family members. So me having it is also helpful to help them with the stuff. Because of all of those things coming together, I don't mind having that one other app that I have to hop into. That app has the Wyze floor lamp that I can control in it. It has my Wyze robo vacuum that I can control in it. And then it has all of the Wyze cameras that I have that I can control in it. And that's fine by me, because I think I might have Wyze light strips too, but I don't remember if I do. Anyway, that like it's so good at what it does that it makes it worth it to not have all of that control within the app. I do have an older Wyze camera that you could flash the firmware on connected to HomeKit, but I ended up just taking that away because it was slow and laggy trying to kind of hack it together. And I do hope that Wyze does eventually add HomeKit support, because if they do, they would be the blowaway competition. Like they would be the ones to beat, I feel, for anybody to try and come in at this price is good.